We can provision them also. The provision access also. Right. So provision you please. Yeah, you asked? Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, so we can provision, but first we need identity, right? If you have identity, we can provision access. Oh, a number of applications. So that's a different topic, or understanding is different, one we will learn. Okay. Yeah. When the workflow topics come, we will learn. We will talk about the provisioning. So, as I'm not just understand how to onboard an application, how we are going to import those identities from the particular application. There are a number of things you have to learn. Like what is identity? What is phones? What is the differentiation? So what is out of the box? There are a number of what is custom. What is back and what is front end? A number of things are there. What is bad server? What is user? What a number of things would be a day we will learn. No, but till now, we have created an application. We onboard those identities using the task. That task name is a point aggregation. Aggregation means it's quite simple. We are going to import the data. I have no just sure. Rakesh, I have a question. Yeah, application type in data limit. By localhost in our laptop. No delimited means based on that where the data has been stored. If you have stored, all the data has been stored in the Excel sheet. You can use delimiter. If the data has been stored in a database, then we can. You have to use JDBC. Okay. Okay, are you getting what I'm saying? If it is a cloud, then there will be different connector. Okay. Now we actually to save the application means there. Click in the limited. Exactly. So if it is a database, you have to select JDBC. The moment you are going to select JDBC. Okay. So let's take an example that all the data has been stored in the JDBC. So in the configuration tab it's going to change. So there the file name. We have provided file path by language delimiter. We have given right. But when it comes to JDBC, you are going to use these details. Connection, user connection, password, database URL, a number of things. But remaining tab is going to see correlation risk activity. Data source rules, password policy. It's going to be same for all connectors. I can say at 90% it's going to be same, but configuration tab will change for each and every connector type. Does that make sense? So we have to concentrate on configuration. If there is any customization required, we can check these things. So we will learn these 6 apps tomorrow. So when you were importing the identity from the Excel sheet, so there are 2 options. You can give manually, or else you can import it. Like automating. So there were strings for each attribute. There were string column. There is a string column right. So now, if attribute is a number, will it automatically integer, or it will still be stringling? So if the data type is integer, you can have. You have to mention integer, so it will fetch, no issue. You don't need to mention as integer in all, it will fetch all the data. The drive. Google be happy on an application right. So the data type? You don't need to worry about the data type. Just go to schema from here. The type no need to worry about. The call center. You know it's going to be multivalued. In that scenario, just click on the edit, and you can mention this, multivalued. You know how to onboard an application in Salesforce. So each and everything you should know, briefly, if there is a situation you have to handle on yourself. That's the main purpose. So we have learned about details and configurations in that provisioning policy also pending. It's nothing. The form section will come. We will learn that time later. Provisioning policy is related to forms. Okay. So in the global settings you can check. There is a topic and there is a configure forms for workflow role provisioning policies. So this is the provisioning policies related to forms. We will learn later. So as of now, just concentrate. What are the things we are learning? So if you don't have any questions, we can wind up, guys. If you have anything. So far. We have just imported the identity. There are many things to cover for completing the application on morning. Tomorrow I'll cover. Yeah, that is like. Can you go to the details page? Sure. Like case-sensitive native change detection and maintenance. Are you going to explain tomorrow? Or is it case-sensitive? I already have told right. Case-sensitive is nothing, it's quite. If you want to make this application in the proper case uppercase, lowercase you want to ignore case-sensitive. You can enable. Okay. Those kinds of things. It's quite simple. And what about native change detection? Yeah. In the back end, as I said, from target application, if someone is making any changes, all that changes has to be made via SailPoint. All access requests has to be there when it comes to audit from right-hand side to left-hand side. Right-hand side is SailPoint. Let me just take an example. Right left-hand side is SailPoint, and right-hand side is the target application. Target application would be anything. Okay. It has to match. There is an access request has to be there. And from the target application, identity should have access. It should match. Understand what I'm saying? If someone is making changes in the target application directly, and SailPoint doesn't have any access request in that scenario, if you're going to enable this native change detection, it's quite simple answer. Relies on the same native change detection, and SailPoint will detect that. Okay, this identity. Someone has made any changes. So it will notify to the manager. Okay, these changes has been made to this user. You want to keep or you want to reject this access. You want to approve, accept, or you want to revoke. Okay. Okay. Is this a new change? I mean, is this a new change? And I mean after 7.2, it was not there. Is it this feature? It was there. I think 7.3 it was there. Yeah, 7.3 was there. I have worked on this.